What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in and watching and listening to my videos and rants and rambles. I got a funny and informative and educational story for you guys here today about the way karma works from personal experiences. I told previously how karma haunted me in the ass, about the phone thing, how I used to steal a lot of shit back when I was working in grade 11, grade 12, and how I got 2 phones stolen from me in a week in my first year of university. That was a cool story. If you haven't watched it, just look up Saeed, Karma Haunted Me in the Ass or some shit, and you'll see it. But I also remembered something else, just sort of, boom, showed itself to me yesterday, and I remember something. I had another incident where karma bit me in the ass. Again, I was a fucking sleazeball in high school. Like, I was just a sleazeball growing up. Just a fucking sleazeball. Like, I lie, I steal, I cheat. I lie, I steal, I cheat. And I loved Eddie Guerrero. God bless his soul. And I loved it. I lie, I steal, I cheat. And I was rooted for him because I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me right there. I lie, I steal, I cheat. And that was me, right? So I was a sleazeball. So that same place that I worked in, that I used to steal from, in grade 11, grade 12, I worked there. Same place, I used to steal from them, everything, you name it. They were a big grocery store, right? Big, one of the big ones. Big brand name. So, you name it, I stole it. Protein bars, shaving, if I needed shaving blades, right? Like really good ones. You name it, it was there. Food, lunch, dinner, it was on the house. Anyway, the way I left that work, I left a lot of bad karma there. Because the way I left, I didn't call, I didn't give a notice, I didn't do anything. I didn't go to them and say, I'm not going to work there anymore. Nothing. I just completely stopped showing up. I disappeared like a ghost. Like I never existed. Like in the movies sometimes when you see someone and is like a character and somebody like the mob comes and like pops him in the head and he just disappears. No, nothing. Well, I just kind of disappeared completely. I might as well have been dead from their perspective. Pew, nothing. I had a new phone number, so they couldn't even get to me. They couldn't even call me. Disappeared. I never set foot in that place again ever since. So, that's fucking bad karma, bro. Because you're supposed to be more considerate of your fellow human beings. At least tell them, give them notice. Say, I'm not going to be working here anymore. Give them closure. Closure. This is one of the things us humans in communication, that we have to communicate with each other. We got to give each other closure. Hey, I'm not working here anymore. Hey, I am breaking up with you because of this, and this. Hey, closure. Give closure. Don't keep other people wondering and guessing and no, that's not good character. That's just not good karma, period. It's not. Bad karma. So, of course, the sleazeball that I was, I didn't give a fuck. In fact, I would always laugh about it, and I like to tell that story to my friends, like in a bragging way, like, yo, look at me, y'all. I'm a fucking thug. I don't give a fuck. I lie, I steal, I cheat. So, okay. 3 years later, I needed to get a job. Okay? And I go to the job. I work there for 3 weeks. And I do the exact same fucking move. Exact same move. After 3 weeks. So I was still a sleazeball up until like not too long ago. This was like, back in 2012. Not that long ago. Still a sleazeball. Okay? 3 weeks. Completely, that's it. Disappear. Gone. Nothing. No notice, nothing. Because it was a night shift. I thought I would be able to handle it because I needed money. Then after 3 years, I'm like, fuck this shit. My life is ruined. This is ruining me. This fucking staying up and sleeping during the day. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I just completely stopped showing up and completely never set foot in that place again. Never thought of it, you know. And time goes on, my friends. I've done this twice, right? Then, 2 years ago, it's like literally when I was YouTubing, actually, like after I started my fitness channel, right around that time, late 2015. There is a place beside me, a grocery place. I needed to work a little bit. I needed to make some money, and it was perfect. The place was right beside me. I go there, I shop there all the time from grocery. It's a different place than from both places that I worked in before. I'm like, perfect, you know, perfect. They need part-time work. They just opened up. Let me go. So I go, I apply. I talk to the manager immediately. I tell him I'm a chemical engineering graduate. I want to work part-time for now. And he loved me. He's like, all right, I'm going to give you the job right away. He's like, you're a chemical engineering graduate. I'll give you the job. Boom. You know, that's all I need to hear. He's like, just come back to me. I need to check you on the system. And I didn't know what that meant. So anyway, I go back the next day. And I'm thinking, I'm going to fucking get the job. And this is great. It's beside me. They just opened. I go shop there all the time. They just rebranded the name. So they were grand opening again. Anyway. And he tells me, sorry, bro. I can't do anything. Because it shows us on the system that you didn't give any notice or didn't give anything to the previous employer regarding you leaving. And as it turns out, the previous employer that I was in, which was another grocery store, is the same fucking store as this one I was applying for. It's just two different brand names. That's all it is. So I'm still on the same system. It's two different brand names, but it's the same fucking system. So as it turns out, on their system, it says I'm blacklisted. I'm blacklisted. I can't work there because I wasn't considerate and I didn't follow the protocols of quitting and leaving, which is you give a 2-week notice and you give a reason and that's it, right? But I just completely stopped showing up. And I'm like, poetic justice right there. I'm like, I deserve it because I remember. And I'm like, you know what? There you go. Karma right there. Never forgets that. The Akashic records, they record every action that you do. They record everything that you do. It's going to come back to you. Even though at the time, late 2015, I was a completely different person. You know, I realized I want to be more honest with people and I want to give them my best. And I'm not going to pull these sleazeball moves on people anymore. And I'm just going to, you know, be myself. And, you know, that's when I started YouTubing. Even though I had good intentions and everything was, you know, cool. Karma was like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about what changes you want to make and everything. Cool, good. You want a cookie? You want a fucking cookie? Karma's like, you want a cookie, bro? Cool story, bro. Cool story. Here, up your fucking ass for being a sleazeball 3 years ago and before that as well, 5-6 years ago, right? And yeah, I knew it right there and then. I'm like, you know, this was perfect. This was like the perfect fucking job at the time for me. Perfect. I just didn't get it. Yeah, you know, poetic justice, karma. Karma's a bitch. And karma works in good ways too, right? I have other stories about how it worked out for me good because, you know, the last 2 years, I've kind of been putting a lot of good karma out there. And I'm not even trying to put good karma out there, but I'll tell you something. I'm a fucking sleazeball. And I think this natural urge in me to do good now, good, quote unquote, without even really intending it. Like, I don't think of myself as a good man putting these videos out. I really don't. I really don't fucking think of myself as a good man or anything. I'm like, fuck it. I'm Saeeding. It is what it is, right? If you like it, you don't like it, whatever, right? But I can't help but think that it's helping a lot of people. It's a sort of unintended consequence of my work. But I also can't help but see the urge in me to inspire and change and make positive impact on the world. I can't help but think this desire that is innate, that I'm not even forcing, is kind of in a way making up for my sleazeballness in my past, in this lifetime, and probably in other lifetimes too. I am convinced that I was a fucking douchebag and an asshole in like the majority of my past lives. I'm convinced of it. I am pretty convinced of it. because I know there's a great grand inner asshole in me. You know, there is. That inner asshole is there. And sometimes that inner asshole shows his face in these videos, as you can see with that smirk. He's there, right? And I can't help but think, now me trying to make positive impact on the world, positive change on people's lives, it's just me making up for a really big fucking messy past. So whether that's true or not, it is what it is. We're in the present moment right now, and the best way to deal with your past karma and all the sleazeball shit and douchebag and asshole moments and actions that you had is just be present and say, what can I do now? Fix myself, work on myself, and share it with the world. And that way, hopefully, we'll get the balance to be more good karma than bad karma. And I'm gonna keep giving, doing good from here until my incarnation is over. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the fuck is going on with this shit, right? We'll keep Saeeding, right? I'll keep Saeeding, I'll keep doing me, I'll try to inspire you guys, inspire the world, make positive change. But I prefer that to be unintended consequences of just being, of just Saeeding, as opposed to thinking of myself as this good guy trying to do good deeds and blah, blah, blah. Because I really don't think good and evil exists, to be honest. I think karma is just, it's a rule. Every action has a reaction. It's immoral. You know, when we call it bad karma and good karma, but karma is just karma. Meaning, oh, you stole, you get stolen from. Karma is not judging, saying stealing is bad or stealing is good. We're making the judgment. Karma just acts. Every action has a reaction, right? And consequently, if you inspire someone, you get inspired in a way or another. If you give to charity without expecting anything back, from good intentions, the karma gives you, the universe gives you, not because it thinks it's a good thing, but just because that's just the fucking way it works. So anyway, God bless you all. Enough ranting and rambling. I love every single one of you, but don't forget to subscribe, or bad karma for you, my friend, because you're gonna sleep with the fishes. So subscribe.